Hey guys, it's Allison here, and I want to create a video to talk a little bit about those who are struggling when it comes to not seeing results when you're doing the best that you can. So this is for those people who are working out, you're eating healthy, you're doing everything right. Okay, you're doing everything right, but you're just not seeing the scale move, you're not seeing the results that you're really looking for. I want to share with you guys 4 things that should really help you to move past that, okay? And I want you to just really think open mind, have an open mind as we go through this, but I want to talk with you guys a little bit more. So the first thing that I want to remind you is that you just have to stick with it. With this journey of health and fitness and weight loss, a lot of it is simply just sticking with what you're doing. So as frustrating as it may seem, I'm sure that you've heard this from everyone, you have to understand that consistency is really the key to getting lasting results. What I find is that people get really frustrated when they don't see results happening right away. So what they'll do is they'll go to extreme measures. They will do these like crazy diets, or they'll, do these weird, supplements or herbs or different things like that, just to see something moving, something changing. And unfortunately, what that does is by adding those extreme measures, all you're doing is you're moving the needle a lot faster and prematurely. So yes, your body will change because a lot of these fad diets, drop your calorie count to a very small amount. Or if you do those, extreme detoxes, you're really taking a lot of stuff out of your current diet. But here's the thing, once you stop doing that, so if you do a 5-day detox or whatever, once you get back to normal behavior, you're either going to gain that weight back or you're going to gain more because you've kind of played around with your metabolism. So now have to work even harder to get better results. So I would highly recommend that you stay on course. If you've been working with a trainer or a coach or following a program that you really trust, or if you're working with me, trust the process and keep doing what you're doing, because a lot of it all it takes is that one type of moment for your body and everything to align where you start to see results. So don't get fed up, don't get frustrated, just keep at it, okay? The next thing that I want you to do is, this is sometimes where I find a lot of people get really caught up, is that they're doing all the right things, but they don't know exactly what they're doing. So I would highly recommend to track your activities. Okay, I wear a Fitbit, and I use my Fitbit to track my steps, to track my calories, to track my sleep. I use my Fitness Pal to track my meals. I also use a 21-day fix as my meal plan platform to help me track to make sure I'm getting enough protein, fiber, carbs, fats, all that stuff into my diet. I journal a lot, so I'm tracking how I feel, I'm tracking my stress level. And by knowing what's going on within my nutrition, within my fitness, within my sleep, and my stress, those 4 things can play a big part in your results. So if you're working out great and your nutrition's on point, but if you're highly stressed and you're not sleeping, you're raising levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And what happens is it makes your body create more hormones, and your body reacts negatively to that and actually holds on to weight, especially around the midsection. So if you're doing everything right with food and nutrition, but you're stressed out, crazy, not sleeping, and not using that regeneration that your body needs to get the results, then that could be your culprit. Vice versa. Let's say you're working out like crazy and you're getting enough rest, but your nutrition is just not where it needs to be. You're eating junk, or you're only logging the good food into MyFitnessPal, but not the Cheetos and the ice cream at 10 o'clock at night. Well, then that's going to be your culprit. So tracking your activities is a great way to know what you're doing and what you're not doing. And then what I would highly recommend, okay, after you start tracking stuff, track it for a week, see what's really going on, then take a look at what you're doing and be honest. Like, are you really getting the most out of your workouts? Are you getting the most out of your nutrition? Are you getting the most out of your sleep? Are you getting the most out of keeping your stress levels down? Once you kind of answer that question honestly, find one of those categories and choose one thing that you want to change. So it could be getting an extra hour of sleep, so going to bed early. Create a plan of action around that one thing. So you may need to cut out an hour of TV. You may need to, set a, alarm on your phone to get ready for bed. coming up in Mind Body Green, I'm actually writing an article that will be published in February about how to become a morning person and work out in the morning. So you have to, read that article and check that out. If it's with your fitness, maybe it is to add an extra, up the intensity, add higher weights, add a 10-minute ab routine at the very end, or add, more steps. Maybe you're not getting enough steps, so aim for that 10,000 steps a day. Whatever it is, you have to figure it out. Track it for 2 to 3 weeks to see if anything changes. And if so, then there you have it. So literally sometimes it's one small tweak into your routine that can make all the difference. And then from there, you keep building, you create these really great habits. I would also say, in that whole tracking system, figure out ways to reward yourself with, small victories. Were you able to get 10,000 steps every single day? Reward yourself with something that you want. Go get a manicure, go get a pedicure. Actually, if you do 10,000 steps in the whole week, every day, you burned yourself a pedicure. Or maybe it's a new pair of workout pants, or for example, for me, last week I ate home every single day, Monday through Friday. And so I rewarded myself with eating out on Saturday, which was a perfect way to kind of celebrate and get ready for the new week. So figure out things you can do to celebrate even small victories, but don't make these celebrations and don't make the focus of tracking your activities on the scale. So I want you to stay away from the scale for a little bit, which may be hard for a lot of people, but sometimes what we don't realize is that as our body is changing, first of all, with fitness and working out, a lot of times people don't realize that stress or exercise is stress. So as you're ripping your muscles and creating, more volume and mass within your muscles, that's one thing that the body could be flooding it with fluid as to repair the muscles, so you could have higher water weight. That old adage, sometimes you're dropping body fat and you're gaining muscle, so the number may not change so much on the scale. And lastly, with your stress and everything, it could be affecting your weight, and if you're a woman, we don't have to go into that, but your hormones and everything's changed throughout the week, the month, so it could be very different. So stay away from the scale for a little bit, focus on non-scale victories, get a dress that you haven't been able to fit in and try it on every single Saturday and see if it feels better. See how you feel with your energy level by eating healthier and getting, more sleep. See how you feel, are you less sore? Are you able to do a squat with weight, or whatever. Find other things to focus on. But I know it can be really frustrating, and you may want to just give up and throw in the towel and say, this doesn't work and I can't do it. But I always say is you will quit, or I tell myself this, but put it this way. I say, I will quit this once I reach my goal. And if you put it that way, you'll do whatever it takes. You will switch your thought process. You'll switch your habits. You'll switch what you're doing, and it can really lead to great results. So make that commitment to yourself to keep going until you reach your goal. You may have to tweak some things. You may have to alternate some things, but stay away from extreme measures. Stay away from focusing on just the scale. Reward yourself with non-scale victories and non-scale celebrations, and just stay consistent at it. Track what you're doing, track what you're not doing, and change your habits to make it happen. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Feel free to share it with anyone who may need to hear this. And thank you so much for watching.